That's
They could die.
okay.
No,
What up, everybody out there in internet land? Welcome back to the Shake Up Guys and Girl.
Right.
no, we're not doing. We're not
doing that.
No, we're not changing.
Okay, how about we don't interrupt my interview? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, this is me coming in on the intro again. What's happening out there, cold world? What's happening? Still COVID. Winter is it's killing. That's what it's doing. I mean, wear your mask and don't eat. You from the back. Just saying. That's the conversation we were having before all this. Anyway, it's your boy B joining me in the studio once again. It's my man Rock. What it do?
What's up, Nick?
What's going on, fam? We got the rated R superstar, Mr. JL in the building, and back again, who is also a glutton for punishment, Young Cookie in the house.
Yeah, you got some milk.
Oh, okay. So she got her own catchphrases and shit.
Everybody else have one.
Watch out for your those t-shirts hitting you in the face probably come springtime, you know what I'm saying? Get your milk and all that other stuff.
All right.
You know, it's been a busy weekend and even a crazier last couple of days, man. So before we jump into the topic, as you can see, trashy or versus classy, I already know where we're gonna go. But what do y'all think? Till then, I'm just gonna jump into it and just say, what's up, y'all? What's happening? What's going on?
What's good, bro?
It's good, man.
Oh,
Deuce
fuck out there.
already in the chat room. What's up, man?
Deuce?
What up, Deuce?
I'm a little angered.
Why?
It's second day not smoking, so please.
Oh, you quit smoking. Good for you, man.
Second day smoke free. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, round of applause.
Fuck all y'all.
It started to show a little bit.
Angry.
It's got a little bit of a tude.
Yeah, this nigga, oh, grumpy ass nigga. Like,
Dude, no.
Why is this fucking water so wet? What the fuck? This is bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's crazy.
Fucking brown ass wood. Who fucking made wood brown and shit?
Bro,
You know?
the brain is a crazy thing, my man.
Yeah, man. When it's trying to shake addiction, they'll do anything.
It's that, I mean, like my brain is telling me I have to have this little small circle or I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
My mind's telling me no. But my body.
And it's like constant, like what the fuck? Like when I detox from alcohol, like okay, that shit was painful.
Right.
I was going through the sweats and this. Okay, I get that. This shit is just like, fuck, take a hit, motherfucker, take a hit, goddamn, take a hit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you
I
know,
need to put a beat on that shit. I'm like,
it's the second most addictive substance.
Yeah, next to sugar.
Second to sugar.
Yeah.
second to
That's
sugar.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
I thought it would be heroin.
No,
No.
it's
Caffeine, actually.
it's sugar.
It's like
Sugar's number one. Then I believe it's nicotine, caffeine,
and then your drugs.
and then your drugs.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I just learned something. I thought I naturally assumed heroin would be.
Because I mean, I'll never shake caffeine addiction ever.
That's
That's worse.
You
than
ever hear somebody say
heroin.
like I have a headache, I had no caffeine today or sugar today? Yeah, that does a physical thing to you.
Okay.
I
your
need
body.
that shit.
It's to say, yeah, it's like a craving, man. Like fuck.
Caffeine, I need that shit.
Yeah, it's a
Caffeine?
function.
I will
Like,
mainline
But see,
that
we
shit.
really don't. That's the whole point. Like, I don't need to smoke. Like, caffeine's okay because caffeine's not going.
Well, it's just been such a major part of your life for so long. You've
Yeah.
been a smoker longer than you have been.
Great.
Since he was
Yeah.
9.
You know what I
sorry.
mean? So, I mean, it's most of your life.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
think
true.
about your life when you didn't. You can't,
No,
can
I
you?
can't. I really can't.
Nigga's memories formed. The nigga was born with a cigarette in his hand.
he came out.
He's been smoking since we were 9.
I mean, that's the point, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, that's hard. Like,
That's how
you
your
have
brain
to.
tells you. That's how your brain tells you.
I'm in danger.
He could walk into gas stations and buy them because he looked like a grown little man.
Well, that and remember we were growing up too. We had that one little spot over there, and they had the machines. Nigga, you put
Yeah,
that money.
you just-
There,
And I haven't been
just
carded since 1997.
Bro.
He's never been caught.
I've
Ever.
never been caught.
Ever.
I've been
Not once.
carded since 97, buddy.
But yeah. So yeah, that's
So that's what's up.
That's
Deuce said he's upset. He's missed the last couple of shows. Deuce, we missed you too, man. We thought
Yeah,
you wasn't
bro.
rocking with us anymore. Welcome back.
I never believed that.
He only came back
We're
because we got a
fucking
new
awesome.
light-skinned co-host. That's
Yep.
why.
We knew what we was doing. We
brought
knew
the
if we brought a
light-skinned
pretty
chick
girl on here.
Hey,
Those
dude.
views was gonna jump up. We're not stupid. It's all good.
If you see a big titty girl with electrical tape over her nipples, don't be surprised. I will do anything to blow this shit up, son.
Wow.
So, yeah. I'm that petty. I'm cheap. nigga.
Tape ain't gonna be on mine.
He's the Tim McVeigh of podcasters.
There it is. Anyway, let's talk about it, man. Come on, let's just go into it.
Well, I mean,
Not the
first.
topic.
No,
Oh, what?
Not the
It's
topic.
not my first time doing this show.
I know that. I was talking to him.
What are we talking about now?
The fight, nigga. Did anybody
Oh, my
did you
God.
see the fight?
I mean, for me, it was good to see my man. Those were my two favorite boxers
Thank you. That's where I'm going with.
growing up.
Two favorite
Those
fighters.
were my two favorite fighters growing up.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and you know what? I knew it was gonna be a, old, a fight at the old shelter, old man's home, nursing home fight. I
The
knew it was gonna
retirement
be
It,
that.
it was, it was still better
Right.
than that Nate Robinson fight.
Nigga.
Oh.
No. Hold on. We gotta
It was
get to
still
that.
better than that.
It was good to see them two in the ring, and listen, I'm not taking a punch from Mike.
No,
Still, right.
No.
He could be
That
90.
motherfucker could be 90 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not taking
Still
a
not
punch from
taking
Mike.
one.
That motherfucker was quick. Roy, not as quick.
Roy, not so much. I didn't expect much because remember we just saw Roy fight like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, that's what
He
it is,
came
man.
out of retirement, wanted to see if he still had it,
Yeah.
and got knocked
And
through
no.
the fucking rope,
Right.
And no.
and
Right.
found out he did not have it.
So what made him think he had it when he fought Tyson though?
No, it was an exhibition. He even said in the pre-fight interviews, they said initially they were like, "Well, do you want to do a fight with Tyson?" He said, "No." He said Tyson's deadly dangerous. No. He's
He
like,
looked
I don't
worried.
want, I don't want to
worried.
die.
I mean, everybody looks worried when they get in the ring with Tyson. If he's 24 or 54, I'm not doing it, and I'm much younger than
So
Mike.
he said they came back to him and was like, "Well, what about an exhibition fight? Just a little sparring, something like that." He's like, "Okay, maybe I could do that,
Right.
as long as Tyson don't really like bring that thunder and try to kill me."
Right.
And I'm with you. I'm 40.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym every
Yeah.
day. I'm not fucking with Mike at this age.
No.
54, I'm still not fucking. Mike still look like he could bite my ear off.
Yeah.
Mike is 54 and smokes weed and is calm as hell, and
Yes.
I'm still not doing
And
it.
was still fast as shit out there.
Still fast.
At 54, I was like,
He
this
was
nigga-
chasing him down. No?
Because Roy is known for being a little faster.
Like getting away
Like,
from
Yeah,
him.
no, not this time. Not today.
Roy's speed, if people don't know, because I'm a real big fan of boxing, Roy's speed was his defense.
Yeah.
You just couldn't hit him. He was too fast. He was too fucking fast.
You hear somebody try to take a swing at Mike after the fight?
You a stupid bastard.
I don't know what happened to him, but I'm sure it wasn't nothing nice.
Y'all need to.
But
be
at that time,
ashamed.
I would assume
watching
that
these two uncles fighting
security.
at least race.
I would assume that security would not allow Mike Tyson to retaliate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mike's come a long way emotionally since his
Yeah.
younger days. But yeah,
A lot of
if I was
more
security,
mature.
I wouldn't let Mike do that just because I know whoever that is gonna die.
Yeah.
And then Mike gotta go to court.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I tell you what, Snoop didn't do a bad job either. Snoop had me rolling,
Snoop
man.
was actually one of the highlights of the show.
Right.
His commentary was,
He was good at that shit.
yeah, he was
But can
silly
we
as
talk
fuck.
about the performers that they picked? I
Oh
mean,
my god.
I
YG.
mean,
YG?
That was why
What?
YG was the one dude who had the red background.
I ain't
Oh,
know
that
I
was
mean,
YG.
Snoop was cool, but you know.
Yeah.
he finished it up, thank goodness. But the whole time I'm like, who is this and why did they
Yo,
pick
It's
it?
What
hilarious.
up, Scott? welcome to the party, Scott.
Yeah, man. Snoop, hey, bro, my boy Snoop started praying at my man's eulogy.
That is so. Oh my god. Oh my
man,
God.
like he was talking at his eulogy. I
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
so
so
walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
That shit was hilarious.
I will fear no spinach.
Piggybacking up, I can't stand you.
I will fear no Reggie.
Right. Piggybacking off Megan's comment, the dude in
The tights.
the tights, the leather tights,
Oh my God.
the jeggings.
The
This nigga
jeggings.
wearing jeggings.
I was
I
like,
don't know who the fuck that was,
No more.
or what the fuck he was doing, or what he even said. I couldn't understand
I
him.
can't even speak
He
on
was
these
just,
motherfuckers.
that's all he did for like 20 minutes. He just, I
mean,
like, what the
it's-
fuck is this?
it's the generation. I don't know what's
weird as
happening.
fuck.
Like,
Yeah, but what generation they thought was watching those fights?
exactly. So
That's
why would you? You're right. You are 100%. You just made the biggest point.
Like, who did they think was
Who
gonna
did
watch
they
this?
think? I mean, it's
Motherfuckers
our
didn't even know who
generation.
Roy
It's the
Jones
generation
was.
before us. There was no,
Right.
you know,
YG didn't know who Roy
YG.
Jones was.
Like, cause we ain't got the Isley brothers. Cause we, you know what I'm saying? Can we get something that we
Right.
know? Cause I mean,
The Isley brothers.
them
really.
Jaggins was not popping.
Man, that's why, man, I'm sad Pac gone. Because, you know, Pac would have came out.
Oh my goodness.
Are the OJs still alive?
I wouldn't even, you know.
I don't think that, I don't
The OJs, are they
think
still
so.
alive?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think so. Only him, man.
The Commodores, we know Lionel Richie's still in there.
Yeah, Lionel's still
He's
fucking still.
Yeah.
They should have brought out the entertainers that were around during
Right.
their
Like the same, man. That's a whole nother
Right.
show.
Yeah.
We could have.
For that
Talk about
era.
rap.
It was basically a throwback fight.
Right.
So you should have brought throwback artists out
Exactly.
there.
I agree
You should have
with
had.
that. I
You should have
agree with
had
that.
Too Short. You should.
Yeah.
You should have had
Right.
Method Man. You should. There it is.
Wu-Tang.
He just agreed. He just.
Wu-Tang.
I said Method Man as soon
Yeah.
as he said Wu Tang.
Yeah.
You should have brought that.
But, yeah.
This-
Bring the
nigga
era
hating.
with the era. Don't.
Bring the era with the era. I
Right.
agree
We got these
wholeheartedly.
I
generation
mean, we're bringing
X
out
people
old Dusty boxers. Let's bring out DMX. Fuck it.
Right.
Oh, that's
All you gotta do is give him. He like Jake the Snake from wrestling. All you gotta do is give him some crack in it.
Is he not in rehab?
He is in rehab.
Is he in rehab again?
Probably.
Could have came out for a minute.
Yeah, he could have. They could have furloughed the nigga one time.
I mean, they was just gonna take that money and
Right.
apply
Okay,
it
we
to
get a
his.
little
They were
growler.
just gonna apply it to his rear child support payments anyway. That's what
Right.
happened at his last concert. What kind of dumb shit is that? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You show up to
concert.
your concert to make money, and the police arrest you and say you owe money, so you can't make money. The system's
ridiculous.
fucked
That's
up.
the system. Yeah. I mean,
That's ridiculous.
The
But-
system
we're gonna lock you up so that
Oh,
you know
no.
that you owe this, and we're not gonna allow you to pay it. Like that makes zero sense.
Yeah,
So let's talk about it.
he already getting
Nate Robinson got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson had the worst fucking fight I've ever seen. This nigga looked like a Compton street fight.
Your trainer is fired, dude.
He should have went back to the locker room and been like, "You're fired. You're fired. You're
Well, that was
fired."
his fault. I bet you his trainer didn't teach him that. He just didn't execute properly because I don't know, like I don't feel like any boxing trainer's way of training somebody is to sit them down in front of Mike Tyson's Punch Out and be like, okay, you see this character? This is bald bull. This is how you fight. No, nobody does that.
I mean, even
Why was he rushing?
There's
dude?
a lot of in college. There's a lot of, let's say, football players that played, or basketball players that played both sports, right?
Okay.
Let's say they go up through college, but their main sport basketball. They go to the NBA. I can promise you, if they be like, "Yo, why don't you strap up for an NFL football game, and you're gonna be playing running back?" They're gonna be like, "Fuck you, hell no."
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
a
You
whole
can't
different skill
just
set.
fucking basketball and boxing's two different skills.
Well, I'm saying, like, you can, like, Dion played football
Yeah.
and baseball.
He
So did Bo
So did
Jackson.
Bo.
But I'm just saying, you just can't.
But
go to
basketball
any
is like
sport.
length versus girth.
You can't just go to every
That doesn't-
sport.
the two don't
and just be like, I'm
translate.
finna do this.
And the only thing that is a matchup is the footwork. Like, yeah, you might be fast and you got good footwork like you do in basketball, but like that's it. Like,
Like
you can't
LeBron.
just run up on somebody. Like he was fighting like he was in the hood.
street. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting ready to fight some nigga around the corner.
Is he the first from they rung the bell. He tackled the dude. Like he took two punches and then grabbed the dude and was getting ready to slam him. Was like, oh shit.
Like,
Like he had to come back to the
Like,
reality.
that's
I was so
UFC,
confused.
homie.
That's not even UFC. That was a hood nigga fighting in the streets. This is goofball shit.
Okay, dude. Now you told me not to flirt with you, right? Okay. But you on here flirting with me.
See, you
What's
gotta
that?
learn to ignore that shit. That's your ego fucking with you.
Oh, you right. Let me
That's my man. That's my man. He's allowed, man. He can get it.
Deuce?
Uh-huh.
You supposed to just look at it and be like,
05?
bad.
See, I can't do shows with my brother.
See, you starting this shit already. Aaron Smith, welcome back, cuz. I know you had to make a new channel, Aaron Smith, back. Would you be so kind as to make Aaron a moderator? Because he had to start a new channel.
What the hell happened to you, man?
He got kicked out.
Oh, the system.
Thing is, if you know about boxing, when it's for charity, the undercard has 3 weeks to train. Now, Robinson, who never put on gloves on a fight, 23-year-old something. Well, that is true. I'll take that and run with it. Nate had only started training in August. It's September? November, I'm saying? It's November.
It was November.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the fight was in November. I mean, he only trained for, was that 3 months? But in 3 months, his skill set was shit. It was absolute garbage.
It's like if you're gonna do this on a grandstand stage, at least have done this shit before. And I'm not talking about going to fucking Planet Fitness and hitting the fucking speed bag once or twice.
Why Nate Robinson?
Like, I don't know, bro.
You might know that.
I mean,
why him?
The dude's 5'9" and balled out in the NBA and won the slam dunk championship.
I'm just trying to figure out why him. I'm pretty sure there was
I guess
some
he
other.
I guess he figured I can cross over.
Fucking go into a fucking ring with a professional fighter.
Well, that dude had that dude only had one fight.
Yeah, that dude was an amateur.
It was his second fight.
But it was his first fight was a knockout.
And he was appalled, so everybody was hoping he got knocked out and didn't happen. And we were really disappointed, especially at the way he kept charging in there like that. After the second time you got charged in there, you charged in and got popped one, you should have rethought your strategy.
Right, I agree. He's like the definition of everybody has a plan until you get hit.
Exactly.
Like literally right there.
Exactly.
Everybody, yeah. So you punching that bag.
You start turning to a fighter from the 1950s like this shit.
Come on.
My man Pooh said, hey, but I think they're gonna start doing these legendary fights.
Oh, they really?
Now they're gonna talk about Holyfield and Tyson.
I'll watch that if they fight for real.
Why would Evander want to fight Mike again?
And get bit again. He gonna bite your nipple off this time, motherfucker.
If I was him, I would have a lot of.
Because they even asked, but yo, that was another funny part. They asked my boy Roy Jones, like, would you fight again? He's like,
No.
nah. He's like, I mean, in Pensacola, then he started talking crazy, but he was like, nah, nigga, I'm not fucking.
Period.
I'm not getting hit by this nigga.
You gotta think about it was also a money thing because Tyson got 10 million from that fight.
I think he got one.
No, he got 10. Roy Jones got 3. Which I still think is fucked because the pay-per-view was $50. We just luckily I found a way to watch it for free. But that was I'm not paying for shit. But well, don't indict me. I'm just joking. We paid for it.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
He said
I just so he got
because they couldn't find Gary Payton.
I can't stand you. Wait a minute, Rodney. I don't know if that's right. Rodney says he trained for 3 days, not 3 weeks. I was told from the shit I was told and shit I read, he started training. They told him about this fight in August. And he started training in August, at the end of August.
That's what I heard.
So that was 3 months.
Yeah, it wasn't no 3 days, man.
Yeah, they did that.
I mean, his
sad.
preparation looked like 3 days of training because it was absolute shit.
3 days,
Oh,
3
he's
weeks.
joking.
It don't matter.
It looked
dog.
like shit.
It was horrible.
They
Dude,
called
there
him up
goes
the
the
night
other ear.
before, like, "Hey Nate, what you
You
doing?
want to fight this nigga?
Hey man, you want to free trip to wherever the hell we at?
California.
Was it California?
I think it's
You want that
California.
shit?
Yeah.
I thought it was Vegas.
No.
Anyway, you want a free trip to?
I know he erased all his social media.
Yeah, you got to. You got to turn them notifications off after that shit.
You gotta, cause your ego finna go whoop, all the way down.
Yeah, you ain't get
I want to know
no pussy.
Because I want to
None.
know after, like,
None.
this is how you know your trainer is asleep at the wheel. Like after the first round, he probably went to the corner and his trainer, it was like a good trainer, but like, hey man, quit rushing.
Right.
Slow down.
Stop running in there like that. He's got a much longer reach. than
Yeah.
you. You're swinging up.
I
He's
know
hitting
the
down.
fucking internet one though. That
Literally.
the internet
Man.
nuts, bro.
That's where I wanted to go with this.
That Martin shit had me fucking
That's what I wanted
dying.
Where he's on the
to He on the ropes.
Swole up.
He's on the ropes.
His face knotted up.
His head was because he fought, and that Martin fought a professional in that episode. Can't remember
Yeah,
who it
Tommy
was.
Hitman Hearns.
That's who it was.
Yep.
That's who it was.
I mean, any good trainer would have said, "Hey, buddy, you're not ready." you're just not ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there'll be another one.
Like, no.
Like, why would they let him do that? That makes the trainer look bad too.
Exactly. Like, you couldn't get this motherfucker ready in 3 months.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, he says that throw the damn style. Throwing the damn style. He started the beef with this white dude in August. Okay.
Well, there you go.
From what I read, they said that this fight was booked in August.
Yeah.
So I might be wrong. I could be, but I don't think I am.
I heard.
But my thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's where I wanted to go with this. The internet ran this nigga down.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, before the fight was over,
The internet's undefeated.
the internet is undefeated. Before the fight was over, they already had the memes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this just happened 36 seconds ago. They already had memes in the works. And then black folks said, they turned on them, was like, is that how bad our culture is? You lose one fucking fight? And it's like, oh yeah, you lost this fight to a white dude. You're not black no more. Is that what we doing?
I mean, but it's like, okay, here's the thing. Like, for instance, if a black member of the community opens up a really shitty business, am I still supposed to say that this business is awesome because it's black owned? No, I'm going to say, man, they need a lot of stuff to work on. It's the same thing. He did not prepare, and he came out there and he was, just all over the place. He wasn't prepared. So to me, we just spoke the truth. Like, you should have came prepared. I don't know any boxer, you know what I'm saying, that just rushes people like they're in the NFL. First of all, didn't you play basketball? I'm pretty sure. So why are you rushing like you're about to tackle this dude? I was confused, and I know a lot of other people were. So I don't think, like, for me, it's not a race thing. It's like you did not properly prepare for this fight at all.
Okay. Well, I read so many things that people were like, you let the culture down. People I went to work, and I'm like, hey man, did you see the fight? Your boy got knocked the fuck out. He's like, that ain't my boy. I don't even know who he is. He ain't black no more. I'm like, damn, you took his black card because he lost? Everybody done lost. Everybody got an ass kicked.
They threw your man under the bus.
I mean, but at least if you're going to go out there and represent, just prepare.
Prepare properly. That's it. Okay.
That's my thought on that.
Yeah, that was sad too when Sticky got knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they did
talking all that shit.
Joint.
Mm-hmm. He was talking big shit.
Yeah,
Man,
they need to have them shits again, bro.
Whooped.
I miss them shits.
Yeah,
So
again.
it was okay. So he wanted to be a 3-sport athlete, from football to basketball to getting beat the fuck up. And I say this, and if he ever boxed again, I would be surprised.
Yeah. He ain't getting in that ring.
I would be so serious.
He's gonna have to redeem himself.
There's no way you
fight
can
again.
The only way he can redeem himself, he'd have to kill that white man in the ring. That white man would have to die in the ring. Ivan Drago style. If he dies, he dies. And then flex on him. That's the only thing he can do. That's the only way he can redeem himself.
Wow.
You have to kill that white man in the ring. He has to Apollo Creed that motherfucker. Otherwise,
why I gotta be about racism, dog?
I mean, I feel you on that, but I feel like whatever he do, he gotta redeem himself. I don't care what it is, or else he's just shunned. He's shunned, and he's never gonna come back to society because. I mean, there is no other way. Like, you gotta redeem yourself. Yeah,
even if it's a technical knockout, you still gonna be like, I mean, but he still knocked you the fuck out the first time, yo.
Even in the chat room, ain't got no chill.
Everybody play a video game.
If he turn on Fight Night, it's just gonna green screen.
Sorry, but if I'm his woman, I'm walking around the house looking at him some type of way. Like,
that's how women y'all do it.
See, that's why I am the world's greatest.
You want cheese on this burger? That's what you want.
You don't get cheese. Only winners get cheese.
Right, only winners get cheese.
Niggas who get knocked the fuck out get mayonnaise.
Only winners get the big piece of chicken.
Right.
And you better not buck up. I'll call that white boy, knock your ass the fuck out.
Right. Don't put your chest
I got all kinds of dudes I can call right now.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He has to redeem himself. It ain't even about the internet. It ain't even about society. It's about, like, your family. Like, I mean,
you done took it to his home life.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, but if I was his kid, I'd be like,
Yo, I mean, Dad, you get knocked the fuck out, son.
That
Time to go to bed, son. Time to go to bed. Son.
You go to bed.
You go to bed. I run this.
his parents.
I ain't never been knocked the fuck out, Dad. Can you say that?
Mom over there like, I should have just put him in a napkin.
That was from a woman.
I'm just saying. I mean, I feel some type of way. Like, everybody has failures, but I'm talking about your ass behind your back. I'm just gonna let you know. You better go redeem yourself.
Wow.
Go redeem yourself.
Y'all gonna make Nate go shoot that motherfucker.
Oh,
Hey.
And even then, that still ain't, because you had to bring a gun. He knocked you the fuck out.
well, what he gonna do? He can't whip me? Say what I want.
Fella,
See, this is what
this
happens.
is exactly
This is what happens.
This is exactly what I've been talking about for the last 2 years. Women ain't shit.
Hey,
You
we have
lose
our moments.
if you lose her respect,
It's
you're
over.
done.
It's over.
Walk the fuck away. Pack your shit and leave the house.
Just walk away.
Nate should just went home and been like, hey, yeah.
Don't matter. You played in the NBA all them years, made all that cash.
Made millions
you
of
got
dollars.
knocked out Saturday.
It just doesn't even
and that
matter.
eliminates every other great thing you did.
Correct.
Not
That's
that
so
Saturday,
terrible.
but the grandstand.
He was literally the fight before the main fight. Like, dude, like,
Yeah.
you set yourself up. Like, you should have came out there prepared. I don't know what else to say. Like, you want to be the main event before the main event? Like, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, it's enough of a accomplishment to be 5'9" in the NBA and still dunking on
niggas.
Hey, well, he should have kept that legend and kept it going and been that nigga. Period. Now you are the nigga that got knocked out on national TV. That's what you are.
Somebody addressed you in the chat room, Megan. They said, so if a dude gets knocked out on a football field, does he get the same treatment?
No, he does not, because that's the nature of the
beast.
That's the nature of the beast. You go out there, you're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? But did they, at the end of the day, did they prepare? Is it somebody I'm sitting out on the football field for the first time? They're gonna get hurt. They don't know how to fall. They don't know how to get knocked down. Like, dude did not prepare. So it's a totally different thing. Like, I'm not gonna send my, my child that's never played football out on the field. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure he trains and he goes to practice and he learns how to fall when he gets knocked. There's a lot of things that he could have done differently that would have allowed him to at least put up some type of a fight. That literally was not a fight. That was a beat down. Like how you would do, you know what I'm saying? A 10-year-old, you gonna muff him like that. That's literally what he mush him, whatever. That's what he was doing. He was literally get back.
Look like
It looked like a world star. A world star hip hop fight.
It
really
literally, like,
It really did.
and the white dude, like, he was just like, okay, every time you run up, I'm gonna hit
I'm
you.
gonna soccer punch you.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, have you ever, I don't know if you guys ever been in fights, I'm sure you have, but you don't just run up. Like, if you know how to fight, you don't just run up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to see what's going on. You got to, figure it out. Now, the fights before him, that was a better show than what they did. They should put one of them at the, in his spot. That was ridiculous. I'm sorry.
it's all good while we talking about looking classy.
Ooh,
We're going to move on to
get a
the
little more drink.
topic of the show today is trashy versus classy. I'm sure this has been trending all over the internet for the last couple of days. And
Niggas get knocked out every day, B.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? This has been topic's been trending over this guy. Sure you guys have probably seen it. Opens up a restaurant, makes a multi-million-dollar investment into the Black community, trying to get upscale dining experience,
Right.
and
Right.
then to have somebody come to his restaurant and just stand up in the middle while everybody's eating and just start
Wave butt cheeks.
Not somebody.
not just no,
Not one.
See, here's the thing. Like you could probably say like some nice looking girl stood up and was shaking her butt cheeks and what I'm saying, doing all types of whatever. But when you got to go tell the person to stop 2 and 3 times, now I'm mad.
Mhm.
This is my restaurant. And you dig in your 200 to 300 plus pound frame and with the heels
In
on
heels.
into the furniture I ain't even paid
Oh, no.
off yet. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. That's not the part that's disturbing. The disturbing part is this man is being eviscerated online right now simply for standing up for his business.
That's ridiculous.
We're gonna talk about this shit.
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
If you haven't seen the video, please go check it. You can Google it. It comes right up. I promise you. You can check it out.
Dallas, Texas restaurant.
Twerking.
So you
Yeah, they put that in. It'll come right up. If you haven't seen it, it went viral. So, and it's been all over the place. Everybody's talked about it all over YouTube. So, if you haven't got a chance, check it out. Please do. The part that upset me. Did I cut you off?
No.
Oh, okay. The part that upset me was that women defending the actions of these women. It wasn't one chick twerking on the furniture. It was several chicks standing up in the furniture, standing up on the couch cushions, standing on a chair. One bitch literally was turned backwards in the chair, up against a glass mirror, and grinding sensually. And it's like, bitch, if you fall through this glass, one, you're gonna die if you bleed to death, or two, you're gonna sue me. And how am I gonna explain this shit? You're adults. These are not 19, 20-year-old women. This is a room full of late 20s, 30s, 40-year-old women doing this shit. And the excuse was that, well, if he didn't want us twerking, he shouldn't have played bounce music. New Orleans bounce music. If you've never been to New Orleans, they got this thing called bounce. That music is really fast-paced tempo. I was down there, I was like, how do y'all dance to this? This shit's weird. But I'm like, does that excuse your behavior? You're adults. You're not children. You were behaving like children. You got scolded like children. And now instead of taking your punishment like an adult, you act like children. This shit is reprehensible. It's just my opinion.
Nah, niggas did this shit. Point blank, period.
That's the response.
That's the response.
I thought we led off with that. But
this ain't nothing but negativity.
It's negative? Negative. Thank you. I forgot about that word. That negativity.
Man, do you know how? Listen, I can understand how some white folks is racist. Let's say that they went up in Buckhead, Atlanta, and in a white neighborhood, and go to where you gonna spend about $600
on dinner.
$600
on dinner.
And you got some black chick just getting up and just start shaking her motherfucking ass. Man, what the fuck? I'm gonna be like, look at these animals.
Look, that's the same
Look
thing
at
I
these
said. Y'all act like fucking
Look at
animals.
these fucking savages, bruh.
The same thing I said, B.
Like, sit your monkey ass down. Have some fucking class, yo. And you wonder why people look at us like we fucking savages.
Animals. Exactly.
Cause you acting like fucking savages. Bitch.
Nigga, piggybacking off that, I said the exact same thing. I swear to God, I was like, y'all act like wild fucking animals. Like nobody can say anything to y'all. And I'm agreeing with Pistol Pooh in the chat room. He even said it's like you can't say shit to black women anymore. I agree wholeheartedly because that man came out from the back 3 separate times before the video that you saw that went viral. 3 separate times he came out and was like, can y'all not stand up in the furniture? Why the fuck do I gotta tell you not to stand in the fucking furniture?
And
You're
where are
an
other
adult.
women at though?
You're an adult.
Like,
where are the other women that are supposed to
down.
look at that and be like, hey, that's not okay. Could you please stop?
Right.
I don't want your ass cheek flakes flying all over the place
My
while I'm trying to
chicken?
eat my steak. I didn't come here for those types of accoutrements. Get your shit together, bitch. I'm
Right.
sorry. I got a little carried
But I'm
away.
saying, it's
I
a
don't like
upscale
twerking near my, I
restaurant.
don't like
I'm
butt
proud of
cheeks
you.
near my
You're
food.
finally starting to let go. There you go.
I don't like butt cheeks near my food.
There you
If
go.
you
Come
at
on out the
Popeyes
bag.
and you
I don't.
feel the need to twerk, all right.
No.
If you're at Popeyes and you start
No.
twerking next to my 3-piece, I'll punch you.
No,
I will kiss you dead in your
That's not
pussy.
okay.
But I get what you're
That's
saying.
what
You're
I'm
saying the
saying.
environment is like, have some class about your period. Have some class, but I don't care if you're walking down in the parking lot at Walmart. Have some class.
twerking is for the strip club in your
Literally.
house.
Are you
Right.
making money by doing this? No. Okay. So let's think about this. Why would, first of all, where's your home training? Why are your heels on a couch? Do you do that at home?
I can't even
I'm
wear
sorry.
my shoes.
I cannot.
in my house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't wear. I don't wear my
take my
shoes
shoes
in my
at the
house. But you
fucking
want to
door.
put your shoes on my couch? First of
I
all,
want to, but I can't.
he came out and he respectively asked them to stop,
Please stop.
3 times before he actually had to go off. That's nice.
I done tased that.
That's
bitch.
nice. Because if you put your shoes on my couch
I'd
one
take-
time,
I'm kicking
I'm
you the fuck
already
out.
gonna kick your
Get
ass.
out.
Right.
Get out.
It's really about respect, and if you, as we as a Black community want to have businesses that are respected, then we have to respect our Black businesses. I mean, period. You know,
would
and
think
that
that would just be
that would-
common knowledge.
I mean, just common knowledge, you know. But it's what is trending now with Meg Thee
That's true,
Stallion,
bro.
Cardi B,
And this is what
pretty
happens
much,
when
you know what I'm saying? Saweetie, we can go down the line,
that's
City
not
Girls, right? But I know about it because I'm a woman and I hear it and it's in, you know, pretty much around me. But that is, you know, people need to separate, you know, first of all, act your age. I mean, first of all, you're not Meg Thee Stallion and you're not Cardi B and you do not make the money that they make, and neither nor are you going to be able to cover the expense of this couch. So get your little funky ass down, and that's how I feel. Because
somebody should just ran up and sweat kick her.
I literally would have
Karate Kid.
though. If they ruined my
Rip the
dinner,
legs.
that I'm paying upscale
I done
prices
tased
for.
that
it.
bitch.
If
Well, I
you-
mean, but at the same time, like you would expect like other women to rally together, be like, "Listen, we're not classless, so how about we go to her in a because that was the shit that I was hearing. It's
Yeah.
like, well, we could have found a better way to
Suck
say
my
that.
dick.
Fuck that, man. I don't care about
No,
that. This is
sorry.
my business, and y'all making it look bad. Okay. First, second, yeah, maybe it was a gross oversight to play this kind of music, but that shouldn't matter. I mean, when you're walking down the street and somebody drives by playing music, you don't just automatically
You start
break out into
twerking.
a twerk
Yeah.
video just right there on the street.
Because
so why
you're
would you
so
do that? at
simple-minded,
dinner?
right.
No, you're that.
You're
and
so simple-minded that if you hear that song, no
you're
matter where you're at, you gotta
simple-minded.
dance. Bitch,
You're
what the fuck is wrong with you?
simple-minded, and if you don't do ratchet shit, nobody would pay attention to you.
Right.
That's what it boils down
Right.
to. Oh, this is a restaurant full of people, and if I don't do something extreme, then nobody's even gonna look in my direction.
Now
I
that's
got an
bad.
idea. I have gigantic booty cheeks. Let's show the world. Here we go.
He will
This nigga
not
stupid.
clap.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Tommy Sotomayor. He actually said it. He said, "So what if you're in church and somebody drives by and you hear that song? You just can't resist. You gonna stand up in church and start twerking? No, you got. Hopefully, you got enough common sense.
Hopefully,
To,
but-
Clearly, they probably would, though. I'm just saying, like, if you don't have common sense, you're sitting around in a upscale restaurant. That's like me going to Roost Chris.
Ruth Chris, there you go.
And
Same
because
thing I
they
said.
played a song that just got me
It
hype
spoke to
inside,
you,
right?
yeah.
It just spoke to me.
They will throw you the
Out the fuck out.
And it's a white establishment. What are you gonna do if they ask you to stop? You're either gonna stop or you're gonna leave and be like, But no, you got the nerve to fight this man on the money that he spent for this business.
But let's keep it real though. If they were at like a Ruth Chris, would
Right.
they have even done that?
No, they wouldn't have.
They wouldn't even
They
have
wouldn't
thought
have.
to do that.
They
Why is
wouldn't
that?
have.
And I said this on the show before. I said sometimes it's hard to do business with black people. I meant that shit
It
because
is.
something like that shit will happen.
It is. It is.
And I love black folks.
I
You know
love.
what
I
I'm saying?
love
I
our
would
people.
love to do something where the black folks could come and you know what I'm saying, be entertained or start a business and black folks could strive and be successful and all that other stuff. But when you got
Black
shit
folk, not
this,
niggas.
man,
How many?
I want to cater to black
and
folks, not
definitely
niggas.
not that.
And
Without
how
the
many
latter.
successful black people do you know that stay and really help their community? They don't, because
We
they
right.
know
Because of
that their
shit like
shit
this.
is gonna get tore up. Their shit is not gonna be respected. Like
Or they gonna get
people
asked for a discount.
exactly, or ask for a discount. Like people don't understand. They want to talk about people for leaving the hood and stuff like that. Like
Shit.
I damn near get it. Like, why am I gonna go put all my savings and hard work into this, and you're
I
gonna
never
come here
been
and
there.
put your little funky ass $29.99 heels
Awesome.
in my leather? You get what I'm saying? Like, how does that make sense?
I'm still paying on that.
Right, I'm still paying on it. Right.
That's still old money.
Right. So yeah, it is. I think that's very classless, and I feel like everybody that's on that side is right. Period.
Ain't nobody ever twerking no boots.
Yeah, we gotta address comments for just a quick second.
Come on.
All right.
Okay, I'm starting.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
We're gonna start at the last and work our way down. Aaron says this is why they don't play this type of music in businesses because these cum dumpsters will twerk anywhere. True enough.
Okay, probably should have the last part.
And then I know, right? And he says she twerks at work. Y'all, come on. God damn! If I see a woman twerking at work, you're fired. If I own this business,
Right, get
if I
out.
own this business,
Get
you're
out.
fired. Get the fuck out. You don't come back here anymore.
Right.
Rodney says in New Orleans they do that on the street when that music is playing. They
Sure.
do on Bourbon Street.
Right.
I've been there. I've seen it. But at the same time, you got to remember, motherfuckers in Bourbon Street show their titties, flash their dick, and get beads for it. So anything goes on Bourbon Street. I've been there. I came home with beads from Bourbon Street, motherfucker.
You showing your titties?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Nipples go for
okay,
beads.
yes. Yes,
Nipples
I
go
would.
for beads. Aaron came back. He said a couple was brutally beaten by teens because they asked them not to twerk in front of their small kids. You can't.
I done shot their ass.
You can't do shit with niggas no more. Yeah, and that goes back to what he said earlier. You can't talk to niggas no more. You can't. When was the last time you went to an Asian restaurant and they play music in Asian restaurants all the time? Have you ever seen these motherfuckers get up and kung fu fight each other? No. I go to Mexican
And
restaurants.
that is a big
and
negative.
Thank you. They play that salsa music shit all the time. These motherfuckers don't break out and dance in the middle of a salsa music.
Let's get down to Aaron
salsa
Smith's
restaurant.
comment, because I know the fuck.
Cigs dancing. You said you got cigs dancing in your head.
No. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, the last one. I'm sorry. Aaron in the chat room says that he said, I'm saying your co-host twerks at work.
Well, let me tell you something. First of all, I work from home, so if I twerk at work, it's all good. But anyways, yeah, that don't come for me, Aaron. I don't know you.
Here we go. Anyway,
come for
from
me.
that, we're done reading the chat room for the evening. Everybody.
She cute.
Everyone focus on the show. Thank you. Anyway, so I guess the point is like, how do we? That's the point here. Is how do we act classy? I mean, you would think common sense would take over, but
Yeah.
not in the COVID.
Not 2020.
World. Not in the
Anything
COVID
goes.
world.
2020.
That's not how it works. And not in a world where people look at you dead ass and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wear this mask under my nose."
Because
And I'm-
it only will go in
and
back.
I'm-
It's not the first time you said that, right?
Oh, you tried it. Hey.
Okay, we're not gonna.
Oh, now you want to
We're
go
not
back?
getting personal.
No.
God
I said we're
damn.
gonna keep this shit fun.
Keep it classy. What the hell?
Keep it classy.
This nigga says, see, you can't say shit to
All right,
black
we're done
women.
reading the
Girls
chat
to
room,
joke.
guys.
Oh, my
Stop.
bad.
Calm down, light skin. All right.
Okay,
I'm gonna calm
closing
down.
the chat.
Nigga, don't close the chat room, man. Leave the chat room alone, man. Leave the chat room alone.
Okay,
But this nigga's a jerk.
yeah. Just
But the point is
focus.
this, that
I can't focus.
nigga, the chat room is the sixth man on the show.
That's fine, and it can be. They can talk as much as they want. We don't have to read everything in there.
We're not. We're reading periodically. The point is that why have we gotten so bad? And this mostly not we. I'm talking to women. Why have we gotten to a point where you can't say anything without fear of reprisal, without fear of being beaten up, I can't ask you not to stand on my expensive furniture and dance in my over $1 million investment restaurant without there being without you trying to get my restaurant shut down, without you giving me negative, shitty Yelp reviews. Why is that? Why do I have to tell you, a grown-ass woman, don't stand in the chair and twerk because you might fall and hurt yourself? Why do I got to tell you, don't stand in my booth and start shaking your ass? People are eating here.
What would happen?
Isn't that common knowledge?
What would happen if they did that at their mother's house?
Right.
Well,
Like,
there's
what if you
one.
at your mom's house?
Well, here's the thing. If they doing it on the furniture, they mom probably doing it too. Because they mom probably a ratchet bitch also.
That's 50-50. That can go either way. The point is if you wouldn't do it at your mom's house, you probably shouldn't do it in public.
There's like literally one word. It's called entitlement. Entitlement. This generation feels entitled, okay, to shit that does not belong to them. Period. They feel entitled. They feel like, oh, I'm gonna go in here and spend my money. I can do what I want.
Do what I want.
Baby, your little $120 bill with your group of friends is not really covering shit. So, don't feel entitled.
I've spent that by myself.
I'm just saying,
Baker
I'm
Street.
sure if they were in there twerking, they probably, their bill probably wasn't even 120. I'm just saying.
Okay. Now you said it's one word. You said it's entitlement.
Yeah,
I'd say it's 3 words: lack of accountability.
that too.
That from me, and that's what bugs me the most. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but when you can't take criticism for your negative actions, you are actually worse than a fucking child.
Yeah,
Because a child understands, I fucked up. This is the outcome.
this is the consequence.
But when I come to you and I say, don't do this shit in my fucking restaurant, check please, I'm leaving. And I'm going to give you a negative Yelp review. And then the women go online, that fucking bitch. If I wanted to give her some publicity, I would. I refuse to. She's a popular YouTuber. And this fucking whore said, well, if he didn't want them twerking, he shouldn't have played music. Can you not enjoy a meal and listen to music without feeling like you have to?
That's like saying, if you didn't want to get shot, you shouldn't have been in the ghetto. What the fuck?
Basically, you shouldn't have sold dope.
Am I supposed to buy my shoes?
Or my weed. Like, I don't understand. Like,
Right.
what are you going to do?
They got bundles and Sally's.
Right. They don't have I'm going to, going over here to the 99 cent though.
For me, it's just a negativity.
Yeah, that's
Negativity.
It's negativity, man. It's just the mindset.
Why do you think this is, though? That's the question. The question is because this ain't the first time some goofy shit like this has happened.
No.
I mean, they're mimicking people like Lizzo who did it at a basketball game, and now we got women who want to twerk in a restaurant. The thing about it is even after the guy said something, how come even after the guy mentioned it, it didn't click in their brain? Be like, you know what? That's probably not how we should act in public. Why wasn't that the narrative? It's supposed to, oh, this guy ain't shit. We're gonna tear him apart. We're gonna give his place a bad review. The man opened a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic, and that's
the things he
that's the things he gets.
I mean, I personally think, after generation, and it could be a generation thing, I just think morals is just fucking out the window. I think just, and in the culture that we live in, everybody wants to be a fucking shining, like you said, look at me.
Of light.
Let me look at me. You know what I mean? And
due to social media.
Then I think I'm just gonna keep it real. Y'all, Black Lives Matter to fuck some shit up. Because a lot of times, people are taking this Black Lives Matter shit and putting it in a whole fucking wrong context and putting it in a whole wrong area.
That's why it's
like
so split.
if you acting wild in here, and now it's like, oh, why you fucking with me? Because I'm black. Bitch, this is a black-owned fucking business. Sit your stupid ass down. And they want to continue to be out here and like, oh, now we can fucking wild out. No, the fuck you can't wild out. No, you can't. You can't. Sit your fucking goofy ass down.
Right. That's where I'm trying to take it, like, as far as like the question is concerned, is why? Why is this predominantly, I wouldn't say just black people, I'm sure that people of every race act a fool when they go out, but why is it, why is the focus always on us? Like, you can always find video of somebody doing something stupid, dude. Like, it's just over and over and over again. If I spent all day on the internet, I probably could find you 1,000 videos just like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I get them sent to me like daily.
You know what I mean? It's like, why, after seeing this time and time again, is attention this important to somebody?
Yes.
It's more important than morality. Like, morality ain't gonna get you paid, but attention will. So let's just do it for whatever reason to get us paid.
Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody
but you ain't gonna make no money off of this.
Dude,
we'll take it this far. Hey, girl, if you see this and you're thinking about standing on another chair and twerking, just start an OnlyFans page and twerk on that, and let's see how much attention you garnish from that. Because I guarantee you'll probably have like nobody subscribed.
Dude, we've talked about this. We did a show It's probably it's before your time. The original.
Oh
But we
my
did
gosh. Okay.
We did, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with you. We did a show about that, dude. This to them, you're talking about a group of people who get little to no attention. So those few minutes of fame,
Go to the gym.
that few minutes of attention, likes, clicks, retweets, that's more important and more attention than they've gotten in their entire life.
Right.
So they value that shit.
Mm-hmm.
One girl, nigga, you can't see it. It's from her back. But I guarantee she retweeted that video at least 16,000 times. It's fucking embarrassing. My thing is, this is a black establishment. It's owned and operated by a black man. And you felt it was appropriate to do this. Lord knows you would never have even thought about doing this at Ruth Chris, at Proximo, at any of these other fucking establishments.
See, and not to cut you off, but this just goes to show the same. We don't have respect in our own community, and they still, if it's, I can't say respect, but because they talk bad about the white man, but yet they fear him, because they ain't gonna go in their establishment and act like that.
How can you
You know,
expect to garnish respect if you don't respect yourself?
Right.
That's where it starts. Self-respect is where it starts.
Facts.
Then you can garnish respect from others. But do you do that? Well, you're gonna stay on the bottom.
Well, Aaron said so. I gotta play both sides of the fence on this one. Aaron said in the chat room, we said, I bet if these women had been asked by another black woman not to do this, they wouldn't have.
Water.
Yeah.
True.
That's one. That's
True.
where I was going with this. They probably would have jumped that bitch. They probably would have beat her up. Here's the other thing. We
Mind
played.
your business, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
But we played a video on one of our prior shows. We showed these group of young black girls. They tore up a putt, like a mini golf arcade kind of thing. Tore that shit up. That was a white establishment, white workers. So is it really a black white thing, or is it just these ratchets are out of control? And those were teenagers. Those were the offspring of these ratchet whores at this restaurant in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
That was their kids. So while their kids were tearing up a putt, their ratchet ass moms were twerking on furniture in a fucking Dallas restaurant.
Yeah, well.
Well, if you never had to work for anything, it's easier for you to tear some shit up. And that's all I'm
a
gonna
great
say.
point.
So again, to me, it comes back to entitlement, because you feel like you're entitled to tear this man's stuff up or that putt place or whatever, because you don't know the value of hard work. You don't know what it takes to replace this stuff. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? When you built something from the ground up, you take more care of, things. When you, for instance, when you buy a house, when you furnish that house, you're going to take more care of that house than, and I've seen a lot of this. I've seen somebody have a apartment or be a renter and tear that thing up. But when they get their own house,
won't even let you wear your shoes inside.
Exactly. And you're like, whoa, you a whole different person. It's because when you don't know the value of hard work, or when you don't respect that, it's easier for you to tear it up. And that's my thought on that. But that's what I feel like is wrong with this generation, because they're not having to work. Like, I had a job at 14, 13, 12.
14.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they're not having to work. And their biggest goal is to be famous on social media. Like, literally, I've heard it from so many teenagers. Like, I have teenagers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be an influencer. I want to do this. Like, everybody's not going to be an influencer. You have about a 1 in a million chance.
How the fuck your daughter got 60,000 motherfuckers?
I mean, yeah,
followers?
now she is
Jesus
popping on
Christ.
TikTok.
For what?
CC.
60,000
For what?
fucking followers, yo.
Yeah, she's ridiculous. But it happens to some and it happens to others. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, Cece and Serenity are sisters, and Serenity has like 200 followers. You know what I'm saying? So you can't bank your life on that, trying to show out and become famous, and not respecting people. Like, it's just trashy. That's just my thought on that.
Plus, you're talking about the entertainment industry. I gotta be honest. You're talking about an industry where there only 5% make it.
Thank you.
Only 5% total population. 5%
Changing it.
make it and actually can do something and make money off this and make a living out of this.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to throw all your eggs in that one basket, I'm not saying don't pursue your dream, but
Have a backup.
have a
Please do.
backup and understand that this little 15 minutes is fleeting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, her name is Cookie, Rodney. Her name is Cookie.
I'm changing the name of this episode
Go.
To
Fame Trumps Shame.
oh, okay, I
I
like it.
like that.
I like it. That works. But people, I wish you the best. If you go out to an upscale restaurant and you see somebody twerking next to your chicken and your asparagus, feel free to take your
I'm about
steak
to-
knife and stab them dead in the
Yeah, I'm
ass.
gonna get niggas straight with.
They don't have to
Fuck
stab
them
them. But at the same time, if you ever wonder why the other people don't like us, just show them that video. Just be completely.
The whole thing is don't talk about me, teach me. You know what I'm saying? So teach. You know what I'm saying? Teach. If you see somebody doing something that's just
She's just grown ass.
I-
it doesn't
Exactly.
matter. If it was me and I was
No,
there, I
I
I
would
don't
have.
think it's. I mean, it's really wrong, but they
5%.
stupid.
But I'm telling you, as a woman, I would have took the chance to get jumped, and I would have told them like y'all, and I would have said it in however if they was real ratchet, y'all acting ratchet. You know, you're acting ratchet. You really need to sit down. Like this is this man's estate. I would have said something.
Oh yeah, I get that.
You know, teach your fellow black community what's right and what's. Sometimes people ain't been taught. There hasn't been somebody that's come to them and said, you know, and I'm sorry, but if they were willing to do that, then nobody said to them, this is just inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no home training. So somebody missed a step. Okay. But I just feel like you should, like, if you had a homegirl and she's doing the wrong thing, you gonna tell her, look at everybody like your homegirl.
That's
Tell
like
them.
one of my fondest memories of gangster life. I was at Casa with my homies because they love pasta for some reason. And it was like 8 of us, right? And there was this group of, they were probably in their early 20s, and there was white kids, or white gentlemen, and they was drinking and cussing and being loud, and you could see the people with kids over there looking at them, but they scared to say something because people were scared to say it. Well, one of my homies was like noticing, he was like, hey, y'all, can y'all keep that down? You know what I'm saying? Keep the language and stuff down. And he turned around to say some shit till he seen the fucking group of table.
Right. Right.
Of who was fucking sitting there, and they sit there and they shut the fuck up
Right.
from there on out. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, take the
You know what I'm
chance.
saying?
Take the chance to try to
But
correct the
Everybody doesn't
situation.
have a group of goons with them either.
You
all the
right.
time.
You right. And sometimes people just think it's just not, it ain't my business. Well, you know what? That's the problem. Nobody's thinking it's their business.
Takes
And
the
now,
damn village, people.
it really does. And now we're sitting here with girls that are twerking on this man's couch, busting holes in his leather. I mean, you know, this generation is just, it's
I
something
ain't
else.
gonna blame
It's
it all on
very
the
lost,
generation because apparently we was a generation that was supposed to teach them. So
clearly.
anyway, somebody dropped the ball here.
I'm sorry. I gotta back up. I gotta call bullshit with Aaron, man. You, as a grown ass woman, as a grown ass man, a grown ass adult, period. Once you're over the age of 18, there are certain things that are commonplace. If stupid bitches are dancing on top of a van in Derby, going down the street, man, we all having a good time. It's dumb shit. Some
Right.
things are expected. I understand that. I know because I was there with them on top of the van. Y'all remember that. No adult should have to tell another adult we are in an upscale restaurant. Do not twerk in here. I don't care what music you're listening to.
I disagree.
That's commonplace. That's common sense.
I disagree.
I don't, because you know you don't twerk at
I
work.
agree.
You don't twerk at your job at the bank. You don't twerk at fucking church.
Church, I was gonna
You
say,
know-
some of that church music be up there, boy.
Yeah.
Some of that church music
And-
gets you going. You know,
Have you ever seen a bitch start twerking in church?
I ain't seen it yet.
There you go.
Not saying they ain't thought about it. They might have to catch themselves.
Yeah, you know,
So you guys have never met
That's a whole
someone.
other animal right there.
Yeah, you've
I've
never met someone where you're like, man, like
I
you're
met
so inappropriate in this situation. Like
some
they
ratchet,
don't even
disgusting bitches. I'm like, what is
right,
wrong
or
with
even
you?
just like in a situation where I done been sitting waiting on an interview and somebody else walks in. And how they're talking, how they look, I'm just like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
definitely not
not
getting
getting
this.
this job.
Yeah. So it's like some
I
people
got this
literally,
shit.
right? I got this if it's against you.
Yeah.
But like, you know, some people literally don't understand. Like, there's certain places. Like, if you're with your friends, you're at the club. Sure, turn up, twerk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're here, this is not how you act. Like, some people honestly do not have that knowledge. It's sad. I mean, I'm being honest. So that's somebody that needs to be taught or you know, just in that situation. Like, man, that listen, this is not the place for that. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn etiquette for each place that you go to. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the same person everywhere you go, and that's the whole thing. People don't understand. But that's why I kind of don't agree, just because I think that some people literally do not know better. Like, they don't have the home training. Nobody talked to them. They was raised by a crackhead, whatever it is, or I should say they were raised by social media or videos or whatever it is, because their parent didn't raise them. So, you know, that's my thought on that. I don't think that everybody knows.
I used to be a parole officer in Kentucky, and I'm trying not to drag this out. I used to be a parole officer in Kentucky. Them dudes, you talking about dudes every day who would get up, get dressed, put their bandana on, and put a gun in their waistband. But they had enough sense when they knew it was report day, when they had to come see me, they had enough sense to be like, either I'm leaving my pistol in the car, I'm leaving the pistol at home. One dude even stashed his pistol in the bushes outside of my office because he had enough sense to know, let me take this shit off of me. You talk about hardcore criminals who ain't never known nothing but criminality, but they had enough fucking sense to know, I don't go see my probation officer with a gun.
Yeah, because they're gonna get a gun charge.
Okay, so what's the consequence for these dumb bitches twerking in this man's
There's
furniture?
never been
Clearly,
any consequences.
yeah, there's no
That's
consequence.
the fucking point.
Yeah.
That's the fucking point.
That's what needs to be added to this.
So what's the worst case scenario? He calls the police. Police take what? Yeah, they
Not
get
even
charged.
saying that-
It's
I'm
a
They're not gonna do
civil.
anything. They're gonna
it's
say, get
civil.
out.
I'm not even saying going as far as calling the police. I'll say go as far as the consequences is we need to exercise, just get rid of this chick, just like as a
Instead of the
community.
internet taking up for them, they should have shut them
Exactly.
down. Yeah, that's
instead
the
of
consequence.
shaming the
Right.
guy in the restaurant, why don't you shaming the girl who was twerking?
Right.
Like that's what I'm talking about as far as the disconnect here.
Right.
Like there's like I know the internet's undefeated real. Everybody goes on there, they talk shit, they tee off, whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, where was the outrage for the woman who was the violator instead of the guy who's just trying to protect the
His
image of his
investment.
business?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And then we cry. Then on the back end, them same people who are on there trying to eviscerate this man just for trying to stick up for his business will be the same ones that talk about, well, how come black folks
We ain't got
got
nothing. Because you niggas don't know how
Because
to act.
y'all is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
That's why.
So here's what we do. Very simple. We Australia this shit. Australia this shit. You take in Europe,
Good luck with that.
many fucking centuries ago, they took all their criminals, the worst of the worst, the robbers, the rapists, the thieves,
I
the
know where
killers.
you're going.
They took all of them and they put them on a fucking island called Australia. And they said, okay, you motherfuckers live here now. And if you survive and you make it, great. If you kill each other, great also. Just so happened Australia thrived. They crime is fucked up. It's high as shit.
Thrived. I mean, there was a whole group of people that was already there.
Well, yeah, they slaughtered the fucking Aborigines, but still, they made the best
Let's
of
not
it.
glance over that
So,
part.
black folks do the same thing. We need to Australia this shit. Take the worst of the worst, ostracize these motherfuckers, and put them on an island.
Island of Wyoming.
The island of Wyoming.
Y'all can twerk all y'all want on
You
that.
can
damn
twerk all the
island.
fuck you want on Wyoming Island.
No
It's
twerk.
not
Now-
really an island.
I know, nigga. I know. I get it.
No, I know
But-
that. I know you know that. I'm just saying, like, it's not really an island, but we'll tell them it is.
But my
they won't know. They won't know.
Can't get off of here.
Yeah. My recommendation is
Fence that shit in.
monitor that shit, and worst case scenario, blow the motherfucker up
That's where they can build
and
the wall.
rebuild.
Fuck that.
We start from the ground up.
Alcatraz is still there. Just
Yeah, it's
drop
not
them
big
off-
enough.
That's,
though.
no, you talk
drop
about
them off there.
50,
That's not
it's
big enough.
53 million black people.
Oh.
You got, nigga, at least 28 of them is going. At least 28, at
20.
least 28 million
Say
niggas.
about
At least.
15.
At least.
Be safe.
Blow that motherfucker up.
Blow it up.
Oh my, I ain't gonna.
I'm tired of living out,
I ain't
nigga.
gonna-
I own shit now.
Because that's a slippery slope, and we'll have to get into that on the next Shake Up, guys. But right now, we are going to take off up out of here. We appreciate everybody in the chat room. I love y'all the most. And I appreciate everybody who watched this down the line. Hit that Cash App if you feel like it. If you don't, that's
Hold
cool
on, my
too.
Cash
But
App ain't
likes are free, so you better at least hit that. Or how am I supposed to buy new fancy hats? That's just a thing. I don't know.
I like jewelry.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, you'll probably
Bears
get
do.
plenty of jewelry sent in your inbox. You know, because everybody. See, you put a pretty girl on the show. That's what happens.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
knows how to
Thank you.
Anyway, we love y'all, man. We the Shake Up guys, man, and we are going to say peace out to the next time.
Bye.
Bye.